Hello everyone and welcome back to another day in Geisel, Austria. So we are starting this morning with some news, and that is no news in the cattle department. There has been no birth still. There should have been at least one, I think, but I guess it's gonna happen a bit later on this year. So we're still at 27 animals. We have a pile of manure that we need to take care of before November evaluation comes for manure management. Let me just show you where we are at with the old animals so you can see. Yeah, in September we had 2 animals bought and 10 animals moved. Let's have a look if we can get anything. Okay, so this is a good bull. It has average milk production. Do we skip him? You know what? Let's not. Let's get it. Yeah, because we did have a few unfortunate accidents throughout the years, and we have lost most of our good bulls. So I do believe it's gonna be quite good if we actually get some more. In any case, they have used up all the food that's been lying in here under a few scraps here and there, so we gotta make sure that we give them some more food. There is about 750 liters of milk to be sold, and the Rigitrack started showing some concerning signs at the end of the previous day. So first things first, let's go up into the workshop because we do have the Rigitrack parked in there, I think. If not, we're gonna put it there. Everything right again. Yeah, of course, I've already parked it in. Oh well. In about a month, there's gonna be the best price to sell the canola that we have stored. So we still don't have that. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, look at that. We did find some wheel bearing damage. So wheel hub bearing wear. Bearing noise and vibration are present, maximum speed is slightly limited, and rolling resistance is increased. Let's do the warranty repair because the tractor is still new. So we're gonna go with original equipment manufacturer. And we're gonna replace the broken part. It's gonna take around 4 hours. And we won't have to pay a thing. Is that correct? It is correct. Alright, so the Rigitrack is getting worked on. And I think I'm gonna take the Mercedes out with the old trailer. It has been washed. We've been driving around. We've been driving some hay around. So that's pretty much all good and dandy. But before we go into the apple orchard, I'm gonna take this trailer out and I'm gonna make sure that we drop some good old hay into the barn because we don't want our animals starving or living solely off of the grass that's been growing inside the meadow. I do accept that this is not big enough tractor to haul this kind of loading wagon, but still. It's only to transfer some hay from the storage and into the feeding trough. And of course I forgot to open the old grate. Alright, let's go with alfalfa because we have plenty of that. And we're gonna dump, I think, 2 trailers in. That's gonna be around 60,000 liters. Yeah, 56,000 liters. So that should keep our animals happy for a long, long while. Okay, and let's repeat the process. Yeah, this is a good system. It could be better. I could have everything set up so we could dump straight from the blower into the feeding trough, but so far everything has been set up to move it like this. And I ain't keen of going around and changing that too much. Perfect. Perfect. While we're at it, let's check the prices and see when the best price for selling the dry alpha. Alpha is January and clover also January. Good. Perfect. And no, I've said this already, but man, I love the sound of this truck. The tractor. Really sounds like a lorry or a semi. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wow. Leon got stuck on the railing. Okay, let's fold the trailer back up so we can see better when we go in reverse. gonna hit it again. Actually, no. Yeah, and this is the second reason why I love this Mercedes, is the maneuverability. You can see I actually managed to get it in the barn in one continuous motion. Nice. Let's get ready for apple picking. But before we're going down in the orchard, I am gonna take milk into the town, sell it, and then we'll come back and do the apple picking. My brothers and sisters are already down, making sure all the apples are nicely stored in the crates. And I don't know, I might just dump crates into the trailer, or I might drive everything up in the crates themselves. I haven't really decided. Alright, in any case, you've seen this plenty of times, so I'm gonna load up the milk and I see you down in the valley. Show you how much we get paid. Alright, just over 1,000 euros for the milk. Now let's get back. Right, so we are a few hours later when we saw each other last. I've already prepared the trailer. I'm gonna try to move all the crates in a crate form, and then we're gonna dump them all into the juicer to make some nice juice. And I should get everything on without any issues. And yeah, I do believe each tree gave us 2 crates of apples. So it's been a good year. I just remembered the joke. My father used to roll me down in a tractor tire. Or in tractor tires. Those were good years. Yeah, pun definitely intended. Alright, and we're already at our first tree. I'll try and position the tractor as best as I can so we don't lose everything going down. Yeah, so I just left the tractor on the track. Alright, can we get 2 on? Yes, but not in the same direction. Okay. It is a fairly small trailer, so it's kind of expected that we won't have giant capacity. But I still want to make sure that we get everything on one single load. Okay. Here. Come on, sit down. I better strap everything down each time, because it is pretty steep and I don't want to be losing any crates or apples on the ground. Not to damage them. Can we squeeze one more at the back? I think we can, but barely. So look at that, that's only 3 trees loaded. And we have the first row more or less full. I'm gonna try and put another crate at the back. So I hope I'll be successful. Is there any chance? I think there isn't. And I was fully kind of expecting... Oh, look at that. The rigid track is all fixed. Anyway, I was expecting I was gonna do the jigsaw style of load to interchange the pallets, but yeah, I guess that won't be possible because the last row over there can't fit another one underneath, so that means that we won't be able to get another crate on top. And it still looks like I'm gonna have to make 2 loads. And as you can see, I'm a very strong man. No crate's a match for me. Well, in any case, you have seen how the loading process goes, so I'll tag back in when I'm all loaded up. Or do I not challenge the fates and take the... Yeah, I'm gonna take it back. Otherwise I'm gonna hurt my back. So there's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 crates more to load, and we got 10 crates on, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 12 crates, so we're exactly halfway through. Okay, yeah, let's make another load. This is also gonna make a very decent income when we have the juice ready to be sold. And it's in high demand, so we shouldn't have any issues of finding a buyer. Yeah, everything seems to wiggle. But I'm not stopping now. You know what? Let's do a drone shot real quick. It's gotta be an epic sight. I wonder how much milk we're gonna be getting in November. That's gonna be a month that we have a few calves already out of the cows. Yeah, I'm truly interested to see what the results are. Could be epic. Alright, well, let me take this off of the trailer and be back with the second one loaded. I believe this is the last crate we gotta take off. And I also believe that I should buy some kind of a mower mulcher and make sure that I mulch this grass before next year's growth season, since it does kind of feel like it's a bit overgrown, you know, and a growth like this I think harms the trees because it takes too much moisture away. But look at them apples. Beautiful, beautiful homegrown apples. Without any additives, without any sprayer or spray put onto them. So yeah, completely natural. Yeah, I'm loving this. This tractor is a bit low on power, but for transport like this it's not too much to ask of it, since it's only a short little climb. It gets better here, but it gets worse right before we come to the yard up there. Yeah, looks good having such a full pasture too. We had so many issues with the animals previously, in the previous season. It really feels nice to have something go our way. Money-wise, we are down to 88,000. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting something, but yeah. This is where we are at right now. The Regitrack is getting paid off month by month, So we own it bit by bit more each month. And it's already been serviced because the bearing went out. But luckily, again, luckily it's all in the warranty schedule still, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna empty the trailer and be right back. Well, would you look at that? We have almost filled up the capacity for the juice. 9,600 liters of apples was all that we got off. I think that's a great yield this year. And while I'm here, I still have my toolbox. I'm gonna put the sides back onto the trailer. And thinking about our manure situation, again, I don't wanna... Well, let's go check what the government tab says. Manure, yeah, we did get penalized for water contamination, and I think that's because we actually spread some lime and it touched the water. So we got 4 points deducted. I don't know why the exclamation mark, probably because we are at -4. But that's gonna get corrected probably in the next month, so I'm not too fussed about it. But manure management, it says that max allowed storage is 5,000, and we have currently stored manure 17,892, which I don't think it's true. I think it's more around the number of 9,000. Yeah, because you can see this is how much we're getting per month, around 1,500, and we did get 2,200 in the last month because we brought animals back from the pasture, and you know, more animals make more doo-doo. Right, I'm gonna put sides back on the trailer and we'll continue then. Alrighty. Oops, didn't mean to throw it like that, but yeah, I did mean to put it in the trailer. So yeah, another year's apple harvest. I think we're gonna have quite a bountiful payout off of this. While we're at it, when's the best time to sell them apples? Apple juice, that is. Apple juice, the best price is January. Look at that, for almost 5,000 per 1,000 liters. And even the lowest price is 2,500 per 1,000 liters. And judging by how much we waste, because liter per liter, we get about half a liter of apple juice out of a liter of apples. So we lose about half. And if you think about that, we got 9,600 divided by half, it's 4,800, would you believe? One full trailer load. And that is gonna be multiplied by 4,800, let's say 5 for easier mathematics. So that's around 25,000 only from the apple juice. If we sell it at the best price, of course. But yeah, thinking about it, apple juice might be a way to go, like full-time farming, wouldn't you say? If we get that much from just a few apples and we put a bunch of manure in, which is technically free for us, not really, it does have cost, but whoa, 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 whoa. What am I doing? I hit the hitch, so it's very strong and it shouldn't leave any damage on. Still, what am I doing? For transporting the manure that we have in the manure pile away, I'll probably use another trailer. Maybe I'll even call down to the biogas station. Yeah, I wanted to say the slurry station. I might even have a call down to the biogas station if they have a truck available, so we can load it and then they drive it away. Might be a lot easier. But let's see how much we actually have in this pile, because I think the numbers are wrong again. It's a decent pile though. And it says 9,620. So if we compare that to the government tab, 9,400 is the amount produced. And current manure source says 17,000, which is absolutely incorrect. But we will have another evaluation in November, so we gotta make sure that we move at least 5,000 liters away. Because again, you gotta take away more than 50% of the manure that you produce in a 6-month period. And this is what we have produced in a 6-month period, and it gets evaluated each morning, I think, of the first of the month. So yeah, judging by the amount, we're probably looking at around 13,000 altogether in the beginning of November. So yeah, I'm gonna clean it out. We have constant production, so I don't need to hold on to any of that crap. But yeah, it's gonna be perfect. So yeah, stay tuned. Next time we are expecting to have some calves. We are expecting to have quite good production of milk. So yeah, we're gonna get money rolling in from a few different sides, which is exactly what we need. So thank you all for watching. Hope you had fun, and join me next time. Take care and goodbye.